Here we go, my cigar-smoking, fancy car-driving, lady-killing ass. I'm not Andrew Tate. What I am, you degenerates, is a ventriloquist figure preformed by the artist currently known as BJD. BJ has a message. Actually, two messages before today's presentation begins. The first is that there is not one of you fools out of 100 out there watching that is going to hook up with a girl that is rated as a 6 or more in current 2024 society. And furthermore, not going to be able to attain the status of top G. Not by a damn sight.
Andrew Tate is very mean.
I'm not Andrew Tate. On with the presentation, and I will be along periodically just to ensure audience retention levels, and as well be back at the end for a special announcement. Yes, BJ must truly stay one step ahead of you degenerates at all times. Today, Brokies, we will cover the recent small plane crash in the Caribbean containing actor Christian Oliver and his two daughters and the pilot. After recounting the story, we will relay a recent internet report on the growing epidemic of small plane crashes in the past few decades. Let's do this. A plane crash in the Caribbean on Thursday claimed the lives of 4 persons, including actor Christian Oliver, best known for the films Speed Racer and Saved by the Bell, The New Class, according to St. Vincent and the Grenadines police. 51 was his age. Oliver's 2 daughters, Medita Klepser, age 10, and Anik Klepser, age 12, also perished in the disaster west of Petit Nevis, off the coast of Bequia, according to a statement released by the police on Facebook. Robert Sachs, the pilot, perished as well. At 12:11 p.m. local time, the aircraft took off from J.F. Mitchell Airport in Paget Farm, Bequia, heading to St. Lucia, a well-liked Caribbean vacation spot, according to authorities. Moments after taking off, the aircraft experienced difficulties and plummeted into the ocean, said the officials. Police expressed their gratitude to the Bequia fishermen and divers who assisted the St. Vincent and Grenadines Coast Guard in locating the dead in a separate statement released on Friday. According to the Associated Press, the cause of the incident was not immediately known, and authorities have opened an investigation. The 4 remains were brought to Kingstown Mortuary, where post-mortem examinations will be performed to determine the reasons for the victim's demise. The statement released on Thursday added, "The RSVGPF expresses condolences to everyone who is negatively affected by this tragic incident." The RSVGPF will update the public as more information is gathered. A few days prior to his demise, Oliver, who was married to Pilates instructor Jessica Klepser and had daughters together, rang in the new year by posting a picture of a sunset at the beach on Instagram. Oliver, whose true name was Christian Klepser, was born in Germany and started his acting career in NBC's Saved by the Bell, The New Class, where he played a transfer student from Switzerland named Brian Keller. He starred in several TV shows such as Sense8 on Netflix, The Outpost on the CW, and Hunters on Prime Video. In addition, he starred in the motion pictures Animal Among Us, Valkyrie, Rattlesnakes, and The Good German. Oliver's diversified acting career was further enhanced by the video games Call of Duty, WIE, and Medal of Honor Underground. Oliver was scheduled to feature in the video short London Blue and the film Forever Hold Your Peace before he passed away. Oliver was not just an actor, but also a writer and producer. Among his production credits are the 2019 horror adventure The Outer Wild, the 2020 miniseries Abe, and the 2009 comedy Ready or Not. Small planes dropping out of the sky and collapsing as the engine cuts out in midair has been a common occurrence for decades. Federal regulators' detractors claim that thousands of planes have a design defect to blame for it. Agent Gray discovered 160 Cessna incidents where water was discovered in the fuel after searching through decades' worth of NTSB files. There were 8 fatal collisions. "I don't know how we could have been any safer than we were," the perplexed pilot stated in his letter. All signs pointed to the jet being ready to take off. Investigators claim that substantial water, was discovered inside his engine. Additional instances have been reported in South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, Washington, New Jersey, and Maine. The list is endless. Water in the fuel caused all of the engine power to be lost. When Gray called a few other pilots, none of them expressed interest in speaking on video. This could be the case because the NTSB places full responsibility for almost every mishap on the pilot for neglecting to notice water in their fuel. Like Luis Leon, every pilot Gray spoke with said they were positive they did. Bob Scoville pushes up a hangar door at a Tennessee airport, revealing his former pride and joy, a 1981 Cessna 172P aircraft. Scoville has owned the hangar and maintained his aircraft for almost 40 years, despite his refusal to take it into the air. This is due to Scoville's conviction that he understands the reason for these crashes. It is claiming lives. The passenger's life and the pilot's, Scoville remarked. According to Scoville, he is certain it is not pilot mistake. You want to fly that plane, but why? Scoville was asked by Gray. There are serious flaws with the fuel tanks. According to Scoville, the NTSB would rather blame pilot error than the actual source of the issue. Scoville identifies a pre-flight routine safety check that pilots perform on a regular basis. We refer to it as sumping the fuel. Pilots of small planes use this method to look for water. Pilots collect fuel samples with a cup from different locations in the fuel system, mostly the fuel tanks on the wings. Additionally, the way you navigate will determine where the water ends up, the engine pickup. According to Scoville, the engine sputters, cuts out, and gravity takes over. Scoville has personally witnessed it 3 times. I just lost power and glided to an airport. And that was the only flight I ever took, Scoville remarked. The FAA became aware of Scoville after seeing multiple experiments. Images from one of those experiments show 32 ounces of reddish water being added to the tanks to observe the effects. According to an FAA letter, 13 ounces of water remained entrapped inside the tank even after the wings were shaken and the tank was shook. Larry Williams, a retired FAA supervisor, expressed alarm. That will do it for this one. If you would like us to exploit or make goofy jokes about something other than sports, please leave feedback via the comments section below. If you prefer us to direct our talents towards provocative Reddit stories, unusual stuff posted on Twitter, do make your voice heard below. Being that BJ is living off his savings and I am an artificially engineered figure E, we have all day to scour the internet for these types of diamonds in the muff. Diamonds in the rough. Okay. Well, for BJ, D, this is the Andrew Tate puppet, saying don't simp, don't cuck. Say no to dope and be kind to animals. As for what you do to humans, I could care less. And see you in the next. To make a personal request, receive channel merchandise, or to just hook a brother up, hit up the Cash App on the screen, or make a contribution to the PayPal shown on the screen.